Thousands of runners loading up on pasta tonight as they get ready for the Fifth Third Riverbank Run.
The first race starts at 7:30 a.m. with the 5K run, followed by the other races, including the 10K and the 25K. Many downtown streets will be closed for the races. Here's a look at the 25K route, which is different this year due to flooding near the Grand River. Here's a look at the 10K route, which also goes through the west side to John Ball Park. And here's the 5K route, which, as we said, is the first race beginning at 7:30.
And let's bring in live now race director Kristen Adif tonight downtown, getting ready for the big race. Everyone's carbo loading tonight, Kristen. We're glad to hear that. You've had quite the challenge this year with less than a week before the race. You had to scramble and reroute everything. How do things stand tonight?
Well, besides the weather that you guys just delivered so brutally, it stands really good. We've got the 25K altered course all set to go. Aid stations are in place. Volunteers have been notified. Vendors have been notified. Residents and businesses. And we anticipate a huge crowd for the 32nd annual Fifth Third Riverbank Run tomorrow.
Kristen, do you worry about the stuff that you can't control, like the weather, or do you worry about the stuff that you can control, like the volunteers, the placement, the route, making sure everybody gets where they need to go? What do you worry about?
You know, I worry about a little bit of everything, because obviously if you have some weather coming in that you're going to have to deal with, you always kind of start thinking right away about Plan B. And we've got an adverse weather policy in place that's available at 53riverbankrun.com. But it's also kind of thinking through the day and how we might kind of head off the weather for our announcers, put some additional tarping on the booths, help our volunteers out, send out an email letting people know to layer. And so you just kind of start thinking through what might change in your day depending on the weather.
Kristen, you know, this race, it's such a treasure for our area. Everyone seems to get so enthused year after year. It gets bigger and bigger. The participants, of course, a big part of that. The volunteers, a big part. What do you chalk it up to? Why is this race so popular in our area? What is it a reflection of, do you think?
You know, I think it's really a reflection of the West Michigan community. A lot of people see the headlines about the Fifth Third Riverbank Run and think we've got elite athletes coming in by the scores, but in reality, 82% of our participants are from Kent and Ottawa County. It's people who are our neighbors, who are our teachers, who are our friends, who come out year after year after year to support the event and get involved. And because we've got so many options, from the 25K, which is a lengthy event, which takes many months of training, all the way down to the 5K community walk, where you can bring the kids out in the strollers. There's a little something for everyone at the Fifth Third Riverbank Run.
We look